I used to think the Democrats were crazy for saying that men have periods, but then I met Tim Walz. The stupid show, The View, is so bad now that the other day I was watching it and thinking to myself, you know what? They really need to bring Rosie O'Donnell back. That show is bad. Those people are bad.
If Donald Trump somehow loses this election, then I think he needs to go on a stand-up comedy tour. Because this guy is legit funny. He's not the crack, corny presidential jokes and people laugh because you're the president funny. No, Donald Trump is legit funny. He's a legit comedian. He knows comedic timing and everything. And I think that's one of the reasons why so many people like him. Because he's funny. He's got a good sense of humor, despite everything they've put him through. And that's something that I like to see personally. But when it comes to this 2024 election, I think we can agree that this is one of the most cringy elections we've ever seen. Now, I thought the 2016 election was bad with Hillary Clinton. And a lot of the wild, stupid stuff she said, that was really cringy. But nothing compares to Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. And what might possibly be the most cringiest part about this election are these groups that have popped up to support Kamala Harris. One of those groups being white men or white dudes for Kamala. I've never seen... I don't even know how to describe it. I can't use the words that I want to use here on YouTube. But I've never seen such a group of low testosterone beta males gang together to vote for a cackling communist. It's insane. White dudes for Kamala Harris, it is the most cringy thing I could possibly think of. It's embarrassing. How could you even identify as something like that? I'm a white dude for Kamala. What if we were all white dudes for Donald Trump? That would be a problem, right? That would be totally freaking racist. They would have a literal hissy fit if we created white dudes for Trump. Or black dudes for Trump. Or any dudes for Trump. But white dudes for Kamala. And, you know, their ranks consist of some of the most soy boy freaking weirdos Hollywood has to offer. But anyways, Donald Trump absolutely roasted white dudes for Harris last night. And I love to see it because he's not holding his punches. He's coming out in front of his enemies. At the Al Smith dinner, he's in front of his enemies. He's standing next to Chuck Schumer. The room is filled with Democrats. The room is filled with actors and politicians who are all left-leaning. And Donald Trump just let these people have it. As you heard, he blasted Tim Walz. And he's about to blast white dudes for Kamala Harris right now. Let's take a listen.
There's a group called White Dudes for Harris. Have you seen this? White Dudes for Harris. Anybody know? Are some of you here? White Dudes for Harris. Doesn't sound like it. But I'm not worried about them at all because their wives and their wives' lovers are all voting for me. Every one of those people is voting for me.
I never in a million years thought I would hear the former, possibly future president of the United States referring to some of his political adversaries as cucks. I never thought we would reach this point, but here we are, and I am so happy. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it because this is what we need. We need genuineness, right? We need someone who's willing to talk like this. I'm tired of we got to stick to the script. We got to stick to the teleprompter. We can't say this because it will offend people. We can't say this because it's not politically correct. No. Donald Trump leans into who he is as a person, and that's why he's at where he's at now. And listening to him, and it's not just the white dudes for Harris and Tim Walz. He laid into a lot of people, and we're going to be listening to those clips in future videos. But for right now, let's just focus on the fact that he called white dudes for Harris a bunch of cucks, referring to their wives, boyfriends. These are jokes that we crack, right? These are jokes that I crack. These are jokes that you crack. These are jokes that we crack on social media. It's not something you expect hearing from the president. But this is why I support Donald Trump. If you want to know why I support Donald Trump, go listen to the speech or go listen to the jokes that he was cracking last night at that dinner. That's why I support Trump. But you let me know what you think down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell. And if you find yourself getting too worked up by all of this, remember, it's just political cinema.